feel as though I'm part of a tradition.
It's been part of the Corus team.
It's a joy working for Corus.
I like the plant, I like the people.
It's the people together that make TCP steel special.
You're making something, you're creating wealth.
It's a fantastic job. Every day is different, every day there's a challenge.
Things have gone from strength to strength.
Teesside is as much a part of steel as steel is about Teesside.
I mean, steel making's been on Teesside for hundreds of years. It's in the blood here.
The hills in the Cleveland area are rich with iron ore. The Durham coalfields are only 20 or 30 miles away, and the River Tees was the natural convergence of those two great resources.
Steel is important to Teesside, and it has been for 150 years.
The big heavy industries on Teesside were shipbuilding, chemicals and steel. The only big heavy industry that remains is steel making. We probably take steel for granted. We think steel is steel, and it isn't. There's a whole range of types of steel, shapes of steel and uses for steel.
Steel is extremely important.
It's used to build ships, it's used to build skyscrapers.
All the football grounds.
The car you drive.
To the planes you go on holiday with.
Pipes for the energy business.
Bridges.
Even things like your TV and computer.
Fridges, freezers, dishwashers, washing machines.
The taps, anything that you use.
You name it, steel's involved.
Teesside Cast Products are the slab producer, aiming to produce 10,000 tonne of prime slabs a day.
The slab production starts in the ironworks.
All the raw materials come by sea.
Iron ore, coal, convert the coal into coke.
We screen and we crush minus 40mm coke into different size fractions.
The iron ore into sinter.
All the various components are all mixed together.
We put them into the blast furnace, convert them into liquid iron.
The trains drive under the blast furnace, which puts the iron into the torpedoes.
That goes to the boss plant.
It's then poured into a hot metal ladle. We take some sulphur out of it and then we pour it into a vessel. We add oxygen and we convert it from iron into steel.
Before it's cast into the slabs that are our finished product.
We pride ourselves on a quality product.
We make very high quality specialist slab, which other manufacturers find difficult to make.
The slab we produce is going all over the world.
Like the Sydney Harbour Bridge was built out of Teesside steel.
It could go to Deferco in Belgium or possibly even America. It'll go to Marsiglia in Italy, over to Mexico, to IMSA, or it can go to Korea, to Dunkirk. So really TCP steel used all over the world.
There are basically two areas that make it unique. One is the chemical composition by adding various alloys which give it its various qualities. But at the same time we have dimensional advantage. We make a slab that's anything from 9 inches thick up to 12 inches thick and over 2 meters wide. And we can also actually produce quite long slabs, 12 meters long.
2005, it looked as though the steelworks was going to close.
Consortium came along, recognised the unique qualities.
There's a big boost to the consortium looking at us and saying, well, the quality workforce there, we want to get on board with these people.
We recognize that the size and the potentials here in the TCP in terms of quality, first of all, service is very important in today's marketplace.
We have 5 fixed customers for the next 10 years.
The consortium is made up of 5 partners, Corus being one. The other 4 partners are Deferco, Marsiglia, IMSA and Dunkirk.
The future for up to 2015 is tremendous.
Not only have they come along and given us at least 10 years worth of orders, they have also given us investments, so we're able to do some much needed work to allow us to produce material to the highest possible standards.
It's up to us to do something about it in this tenure and make sure it goes on a lot longer.
I think the unique creativity that has been used in putting together this agreement is a good example in the world on how you can cooperate with different players, different interests all over the world and create a win-win situation.
This is a very dangerous industry, so we've got to make sure that we're on our toes, we're aware of the dangers around us.
Everything that we do on Teesside, we put safety first.
Everyone that joins the company, that's the first thing we tell them, that priority is safety.
In the area workshops, we have a very good health and safety record. We review safe work procedures, risk assessments.
Every member of the workforce goes on a 2-day training course. Their supervisors go on a 4-day training course to make sure that everybody gets the same message, understands where the business is trying to go with safety. Steel has a tremendous advantage over many other metal products.
It's reusable, you can reuse it time and time again.
We recycle many materials that 50 years ago, 100 years ago, were considered waste products. They're not anymore. Anything that contains iron units that we can reuse, we recycle. The gases that the blast furnace produces, we recycle them, we use them as a fuel. Blast furnace slag is used to make cement. It avoids using raw materials from the ground. It makes the cement industry also a very economic and environmentally viable process.
You just have to open any financial paper or newspaper to realise it's a changing world, not only in the steel industry but most industries, and we have to adapt and go forward.
The future is a long-term future.
I think we've got a workforce now that believes in the future.
It means a lot to the area, you know, I mean, there's generation after generation have worked in the steelworks.
We've got a supply agreement, we've got investment that's already taking place, so the future is looking bright. We've got to grasp that and we've got to make sure we make a success of it.
The contracts say 10 years, but in principle we're looking for a longer view, and we hope to make steel and to use the TCP steel for many decades ahead.
I'm passionate about steel because this is what Teesside is.
I'm passionate about steel because I'm passionate about life, and steel is our life.
Oh yeah, I'm passionate about steel because we've been brought up in this area with steel.
People are very passionate about working for Corus.
And I'm passionate about the people who work in the steel industry. I like the people who work in the steel industry. They're a good bunch.
And I've got a passion about the place and the people that work here.
And that's what you need. You need passionate people working for you in the industry.
It's a way of life, yeah. Passionate way of life.